I will bring it back and be mindful of your time. If people don't do anything but one thing, if we're talking about taking actions, a lot of times people will see podcasts, they'll watch webinars and all these different things, and they get so overwhelmed and they'll say, well, they gave me so much, I don't know where to start. If they only do one thing, what would be one thing that you would tell someone if you're interested in entrepreneurship, or if you're just looking at in general how to be able to get a sense of purpose? Because you've done different things, but you found your purpose. Amidst doing other things, you found something that challenges you in a way that every day that you wake up, you're able to say, you know what, I still enjoy what I do. What would that be? How do you help people find that?
I think for me, it's you have to do something that you're proud of. I think it's a lot easier to do something that you're proud of. Right? When I was selling advertising, I'm not sure I was always proud
I
to be
understand.
selling advertising. Like I'm not sure I always felt that I understood the benefit that we were selling and
Mm,
I knew where it fit in the world. I think that that feeling that we get every time we do an installation, every time I go back and look at old photographs, we've been gathering up some, being a bit better at gathering up some photographs of jobs we've
mm.
done in the past. And every time I look at them, I go, wow, like we did that work. And I think that is a big part of being, a sustainable entrepreneur, keeping your business going, keeping it going is it's like it's fun and people love it and we get a lot of reward from that. I mean, it's not easy to be an entrepreneur.
No.
I don't think anyone finds it easy. I think over a career of one as an entrepreneur, for a lot of people probably look back and go, well, maybe I could have done some other things. I think to be really successful in business, do think, and having spent a lot of time with a lot of entrepreneurs, the people who are most financially successful are people that have stuck to doing one thing
Mm.
for a long time. They've built one business. I don't know that I have that in me. I've built a lot of businesses but I've had a lot of fun doing it. And this business is a very feel good business. And it's a sort of business that I'm proud to say what we do. I'm proud to point people to my website and go, that's what we do. We're authentic. It's real. You can touch it and feel it. And that's a good place to be.
I love that because I can't tell you how many people I speak to on a regular, and do something that you're proud of is not something that comes up a lot. There are a lot of people that cover a lot of different whys, but they don't necessarily cover that. And I think that's something that is one of the reasons why I was so excited to have you on the podcast, because I knew we would be able to cover it from a different perspective. So many people think about just the work, work, work part of it, but you were able to speak to from being someone that's had different businesses. I would say you did find your one thing, but you had to move from the things that you knew that, like, yes, I can do that. Yes, I can be profitable at it. But then you found the thing that you could be proud of, and you've been doing it ever since.
Yeah.
So there are some people that are fortunate enough to find it early and they do that thing and they stick with it. But don't be afraid to pivot and don't be afraid to try something new. If you get to a certain point, maybe that's who you were in that moment. But then as you evolve and you start to realize, okay, well, that's not who I am or that's not who I want to be, don't be afraid to be able to branch out and find the thing that you can actually be proud of, because I can say I'm in it for the aha moments. I'm proud of every time I can talk to an entrepreneur and they're like, oh, and I'm like, I love that now you can see all the things that I see when I'm saying, no, you got this. Like you can do this. And when they finally see it and they start to see how they fit in the process and they start to see the systems and things that they can do, and then they take it and go with it, there's no greater feeling for me. It's not plants, it's not the grow walls, but I want to be able to create something so that they don't need me and they have the ability to stay with me by choice.
I
Like,
mean, I
I
get
want to
that.
empower you that way.
Yeah. No, I get that. And I think if I didn't do this, I think there's a career that would have been teaching or consulting for
Mm,
that feeling. That would have been a thing I would have done. Right. And so I think that to just be in an office churning out like 50,000 emails a day or whatever people do, and like,
right.
there's a lot of businesses that do a lot of important work. And a lot of businesses who don't do important work, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of businesses out there. And if you can be proud of what you do and you can stand at a dinner party and tell people what you do and be proud of it and
Mhm.
be prepared to show them pictures of it on your phone or tell them the anecdotes of the
Yeah.
person who loved what
Yeah.
you do for what you did for them. That's an awesome place to be.
I'm in 100% agreement with that. If you have a job or you have a business and you bring it out like you're showing pictures of your kids,
Yeah.
I know you found something that you're excited about and you're passionate about. It comes across in everything that you do. Again, I think for most people, I won't say everybody, but I think for most people, when they find that thing, that's when they look beyond the sale and they start looking at all the things that happen after the sale. And I think that's one of the things that make them not just successful and profitable, because anybody can be profitable. But to have something sustainable and have longevity and care about it more every day or just as much every day is really hard to be able to come by. So with that, I want to say thank you so much. I did make a promise. I said by the end of this episode, you'll learn how to build lasting success by choosing care over shortcuts, discovering why set it and forget it approaches actually weaken the things that matter most to you, how being honest about what really required create what's really required create stronger relationships, and most importantly, how to identify what in your life is worth maintaining versus what you can let go of so you can focus energy on building something that gets better in time rather than falling apart. I think you covered that in such an eloquent way that I cannot thank you enough. You not only exceeded the expectations of that promise, but I think you've given people a way to see it from so many different perspectives that this is an evergreen. No pun intended, that they're going to be able to come back and be able to say, you know what, I heard it this way before, but now I'm seeing it in a different way. Very much to what you have with the grow walls, where people may say, yes, it's a nice thing to have, but once they have it, they start to see all the other benefits from it.